Hi. It's July and I'm turning 21 in a few days. And it's a big sister advice. I'm proud of myself. Cannot just expect people to be in a certain way. Well, it's July and I'm turning 21 in a few days. I remember last year this time I was so scared to turn 20. Not being a teenager anymore, it's scary. As I'm already in my 20s, I don't know how to feel about it. Okay. If you want to grow, you need to learn to grow out of your comfort zone because that's how you grow. I used to be so scared of talking to people, and on a random day, I decided to step out of my comfort zone. Well, that helped me a lot, but I'm still an introvert. I'm still scared of talking to people, but you always need to walk out of your comfort zone. Always. You need to capture opportunities. You need to learn to capture opportunities. And if you're not getting any opportunities, you need to create your own. You need to go out, you need to explore, you need to find your interest, and you just need to go and link with people. That's how you create your own opportunities. I know it might feel a little awkward in the beginning, but trust me, to be all worth it. And it's coming from someone who is so scared of doing anything in life, but when I start doing it, it feels so good. It feels like I can do anything. Yeah, I still feel some kind of uneasiness when I go to gatherings, meet people, talk with people, but you just need to look confident in whatever you do. You just need to feel confident from inside in whatever you do. You just need to feed yourself with the delusion that you can do anything in life. And I think I've really built myself through that, because when I look back in time to 4 to 5 years ago, I was not like this. There is not a lot of changes, but I can feel the change in my confidence, and it feels good. It feels nicer. It feels better. Okay, so I'm done with my skincare, and it's 8th July today, Monday, and it's not raining. Well, I love rain, but it was raining from 2 weeks straight, yeah. And it was when it rains non-stop. I love rain, but too much of rain is just too much. It started raining again. As I'm walking this road alone right now, and another learning from 20 years of my life is you always need to learn to walk alone. Life will put you in different circumstances, like unplanned circumstances. You never know who will turn out to be what. So you always need to be strong enough to walk alone. And it's not about walking the road alone, it's about taking yourself through the journey of life. Maybe a little, but at least try to earn something by yourself. It does not mean that you need to be financially independent in life, but because we are still here trying to figure out our life in our teenage years, so but we can at least. It got so awkward talking there. Always acknowledge yourself after you achieve anything, even if it's small or huge or anything massive or anything tiny tiny. Just acknowledge yourself. Never ever forget the hard work and the effort you put in the work. You might not get somewhere you want to be, but at least you're somewhere. Be grateful about things. Yeah. And growing up, you will go through a lot of changes in life, actually a lot, and you should always love to learn the changes. Sometimes it might feel uncomfortable, but comfort always makes you sluggish. I bought this cute thing today. Always engage in something, always keep working on something, never stay passive, because it is good for both of your physical and mental health. As khali dimag is always shaitan ka ghar. I love this cute rainbow one out of this all. And if you're still scared of doing anything in life, what are you scared of? What are you scared of, Cookie? Of yourself? Of what it will happen in future? Well, if you're still thinking of future, just grow up. You're not a 13-year-old. Even if you're 13-year-old watching this, well, don't be scared. So do it now and figure it out later about what are the consequences or what will happen or anything. Just figure out it later. You will figure out. I know. Anyone will figure out. As a human, we are born to figure out things. We figured out how to light the fire. We figured out how to eat food. We figured out how to cook food. We figured out how to grow food. We figured out everything. And I know we can figure out any small tiny inconveniences in our lives. Just live in the present, my baby. Just live in the present and it'll be alright. Because once you start living in the present, there is no going back. And I know it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of understanding in life to just be in present. Because I also oftentimes think of the future and cry. I also oftentimes think of the past and cry. But it just does not make sense. It just does not make sense to cry about things that had happened and that might happen. And I think we should just enjoy about what's happening, and it's happening good. I'm recording a video talking about it and it feels good. Wearing new hair clips. Life is good. It's always full ko akhama fule samsara, kana ko akhama kane samsara. It's a big sister advice. If you're a teenager watching this, if you're someone in college watching this, it's a big sister advice that never give up on anything. College is shit. It's not like what you see in movies. It's not like, at least mine was like that, but it might not relate to everyone. But in most of the cases, I just want to say that just never give up. I remember having thoughts of dropping out in each semester just because I could not get as much as I was giving in terms of my grades. And well, I just want to say that just go with the flow. But it's almost over now. I'm in fourth year in my seventh semester, and my exam is in like 1.5 months. And this will be last exam of my forestry degree, and I know I made it. I made it to the end without giving up. So this is a reminder to never give up. Everything will make sense at the end of the day. Hopefully. And another thing is that just because you cannot say it does not mean you are not progressing, because progress is good when it's slow. And when you compare yourself today to the exact day you were 5 years ago, it feels good. At least in my case, I'm proud of myself. It was a slow progress, but I progressed a lot. And something very important. Knowledge is important, studying is important, getting your education is important. It's just what makes you smaller. Because it's what makes you smarter and cooler. Smaller. You might feel like you should do wild crazy things, because, and I also think you should do wild crazy things, because you'll never be this young again. And I've not done wild crazy things, but I've done things, and I'm really glad that I did those things, because you should really do crazy things in life. But along with that, education is always important, studying is always important. I might sound rude. I don't judge people, but I judge people. I judge people on how knowledgeable they are, how much of content is in their head, how much smarter they are. And if you want to be cooler, you should not like start smoking or drinking. You should start gaining knowledge. That's what makes you cool. And you should always have someone to hold on to. You should always have someone that you can go running to after little minor stupid thing happens in your life. You just need to yap sometimes. You just need to talk sometimes. and I have few people in my life and I'm really glad to have them. It could be anyone, your mother, your father, your aunt, your cousin, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your best friend, your sibling, anyone. At least have someone in life to with whom you can yap non-stop, with whom you can say things non-stop. I know you just cannot share everything that happens in your life to everyone, but you just need to have someone with whom you can share things. Things might not be everything, but you need someone to share things with. I cannot do any more talking now. I want to sleep. I'm so tired. Let's talk tomorrow again. So it's 9th July the other day, and hi. Everyone is never the same. You cannot just expect people to be in a certain way. You just cannot expect people to like certain things just because you like them. You just cannot expect people to feel in a certain way just because you feel in a certain way. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own stories. Everyone has their own thing to work on. Everyone has their own life. So you just cannot expect people to be in a certain way, and you also cannot be in a certain way just because they expect you to be. जमुना डाँडा सामुदायिक वनमा तपाईलाई स्वागत छ। म तपाईकी प्यारी लतिका। यो मेरो कलेज जाने बाटो। Okay, so what's meant for you will definitely find you, no matter how lost you feel. Just don't keep on chasing on things when you know it's not for you, because when you're not getting something you're wishing for, something better and nicer is always there around the corner. If you're thinking about what's going on in this background, it's a mating call by insects, cicadas. You just need to walk away from group of people when you feel like you're not heard, you're not respected, you're not valued, because it's always better to be alone than be in a group of such people, because that's the best of the best thing I have learned and did in 20 years of my life. You just don't need to keep explaining about why you're the way you are. People who understands, people who don't, they are just not a people. Just learn to walk away. So, and then I just want to say, if you are a teenager watching this, just don't worry, you'll find a way. And if you're someone in 20s, don't worry, you're on the way.